Hi guys, welcome back to another Explain 12 video. And we are today flying the FlightFactor 777, which we have finally added to our lineup, courtesy of one of my friends who actually got it for me, so shout out to him. But yeah, uh, an amazing aircraft, and really looking forward to actually taking this one out for a spin. We're gonna be flying Walker Air, because that's actually the only virtual airline I have that has a livery for this aircraft, which is a damn shame. Some have for the older model, right? It's relatively new still, but this one is it's really good actually. So I can thoroughly recommend it. I'm not gonna say that I know all the steps on how to do the thing properly, but I do have a few of them under control, such as that one, how to spawn in a staircase. I feel that I'm walking a bit slow. Not sure if you can speed that up somehow. I tried shift, but that didn't work. Control, alt maybe. Let's just do this. This will be an iconic moment walking into the FlightFactor 777. Let's hope we can get past this jetway who has decided to park right in our path. But yeah, this airplane is just very well done. Very nice simulation level. Just overall amazing. I'm not sure about VNav, so I'm a bit interested in seeing how that will work. And look at that, we can even open the door. God damn. And today we're actually at Munich, just default Munich, so not that great. And we're flying to Amsterdam, where we at least will have the photoreal terrain, but also the default airport. But they all look pretty okay for being, because X-Plane has pretty nice default ones, right? And look at this huge plane, right? All these different seats. It's been a very long time since I've flown a 777. I'm pretty sure I have, but we're talking probably 20 years. I think I flew one with Swissair possibly down to Mauritius. I think 20, that must be 25 years ago by now. So I really don't have any memories of that, but that I think was the last time I did so. But yeah, now we're in. We're gonna walk to the crew, to the cabin. Or sorry, to the cockpit, not the cabin. And look at this beauty. I mean, just absolutely breathtakingly beautiful. Let's close this door. We don't want anyone else to visit us while we're here. And I don't know. I guess, is that it? Now we're inside. There we go. I guess what we can do is remove the main stairs. So there we go. And we can connect the jetway. But I'm gonna try something else. I won't connect it through that. I'll see if we connect it through the in-game, or let's say the in-simulation system that they have. We'll start this by putting on the batteries. Let's see if I have the right volume for things. And I do, but now I managed to put on the... Which one is this? This must be... Let me actually check, because I think this is the flashlight. At least that was the white one, right? So let's close that. Okay, we have the battery, and we want to connect the rest, right? So, the way to do that... I thought we would have the power, though. So let me see if we can connect it through here. I believe you're correct, right? But I do need some systems. Wait, let me just ask for the equipment. That should get us the primary one. I hope, at least. Let me have a look. So I clicked that button, but I'm not getting anything as of yet. Maybe we can arm that while we wait. Actually, I think there's one way to get the, let me see, you need to go equipment, EFB, establish communication shortcut. Let's do that one. Even though I think we should be getting...
Sir, you need to establish communications with the crew by saying hello first.
I thought I pressed the shortcut. So yeah, some things won't be as smooth with this as it should be, just because I am a total rookie with this aircraft. Let me see, we should have GPU primary. There we go. Maybe we can now establish communications the right way. Let's try to do that. I think we want to put these on. Let's just wait a bit. So we'll get everything started. Can I now ask?
Sir, you need to establish communications with the crew by saying
Okay,
hello first.
and I think you do it through this one, right? The cabin interaction.
Flight deck transmitter selector switch. Radio receiver volume control. Cabin transmitter.
So if you right click on stuff, you'll get kind of an explanation. You get a nice explanation of what it is, right? So that's pretty helpful, right? If you're flying this the first time. So let's wait a bit, see if we... Let's see, do we get one of the... We have now one of the GPUs there, so that's pretty cool. Let's just wait for a bit, get everything kind of up and about. I'll just put these on like I usually do. I guess these and the Adiru. We can try the fire, should work. Very cool thing. These. I mean, this is crazy, right? That we have all these working, right? The circuit breakers, that's insane. You don't even have that with the PMDG. We have the packs. We can put those on. The auto. Basically auto and everything. So very automated, amazing aircraft, the 777. This is the 200ER version, which they released. Let's see if we have anything yet. No, we don't want to have that off. And now it's starting. Hearing that lovely sound. So we have stairs, bus. We don't need, so I can do the shift G, I think, to get the jetway connected. Because I know in certain places they have like their own jetway, so that's a very interesting one. So we got some FMC messages, etc. Now I just need to figure out how, because you want to switch here. Let's see, do we have everything kind of starting? That's nice. Can we change this one? Yeah, we can. And let me just show you the checklist. It works very nicely.
Tested 100%.
Right, very cool. Even the oxygen, right? It's more elaborate. So you can do all these tests, right? You can press this. I mean, it's just very nice. You want to open the window. You can do that. Let me see if I can do this correctly. So this is how you do it, right? And I just find these kind of details to be insanely cool. That's very nice. Actually, very nice. And let me just see that smart cars has started, and it has, and it's very. It's been updated, right? So it's kind of automatically in. You have this map in smart cars now, so that's pretty cool. Extra features, we like that. Now we have this one working, so we can go on the cabin interaction. I think we can start by saying hello to our purser.
This is the captain. Hope you are all doing well today.
Good day. Ready over here.
Good day.
Good day. Okay. We can end the call, and we should change. We have the ground crew.
This is the captain. How do you hear?
Hello, sir.
Oh, now we have. Hello. So this is very nice, right? So we can end the call, and now we should be able to kind of get everything set up here. For example, the GPU,
Need some equipment connected.
and
No problem.
we
Which
could have the
one?
air cons.
Secondary ground power.
Roger that.
We can go back. We can get the doors open now as well. So there's probably, you know, a better system for how all of this should be done, but we'll just go with this and open them.
Open the hatch.
On it.
So look at that, then we have all these people here. Let me go just to see quickly. I mean, just look at this, quite astonishing. You even have a guy here, 2 guys in the cargo. And look at these cargo ones. Very large, right? The guys are even a bit too tall for these. But yeah, just absolutely astonishing. Very nice, so to speak. Very nice. We have, let me see, we have loading services. So we can choose things. I'm gonna guess you could do it through Navigraph or SimBrief. I hope. Should work. Now I'm trying to figure out, not this one. Checklist, subtitles, crew interaction. You have all these options, right? Graphic effects, avionics, RAAS, EFIS. I also realized why I couldn't hear the. Let me showcase why, because I put the radio on no volume, so that's why we didn't hear the pushback thing. So it wasn't actually the extras, which is good to be aware of. But yeah, let me check, because I should have the manual here. So I think you should just be able to do it through the Navigraph services actually, which is done. Let me just go back, external services, so Navigraph, and then it would be the username that I do have. Let me check if I can get that. There's this like a number one, right? Let me just quickly think, use current time, we can keep. And I just want to check quickly my count settings, because I just need my pilot ID. Oh, maybe you can just write it directly, right? 946. Or no flight plan. I'm pretty sure I have a flight plan. Yeah, there should be one. Did I do it wrong? Let me check again. Account settings, my pilot ID. Maybe it's not that one, it's rather the username, right? There we go. Usually it's the pilot ID they want, but that will do. So we have now that connected, so that's very cool. Not sure if this ACAR system works, I don't think so yet. Looks like it's inoperative. But I'm pretty sure it's probably gonna get at some point made, so that's nice. But let's go back now, and we're gonna have a look at the airplane, and we're gonna have a look at, well, maybe not loading services, but there should be something for the actual let me see, simplified loading, total fuel, fill from SimBrief. So this should give us the right data, and it seems to have done so.
Sir, they brought a new load sheet.
And we have it loaded, so that's great. Let's actually see documents as well, PDFs. So look at this, we have all these PDFs loaded in. We can rotate right, left, etc. So we now have Amsterdam. So this was really easy since it has all these different formats it's supporting. It's really, you really notice how new it is. It's really user friendly. As I said, I basically have the manual open now on the side, but it's I'm basically doing everything for the first time here with you guys. We have the performance calculation, the airport map. So let's say we want to look at Munich. Voila. We have Munich. And we have where we are. Well, we're parked here. Can't see us, but maybe it's not yet there. We have briefing. We have the flight plan overview. All the information. Let me just see Navlog. How the flight plan is going to go. I mean, just we have the winds. Great to have the weather. Destination, alternate. I mean, just wow. And I really love that it's this EFB, right? The one that's built in. It's just I prefer it to be frank, since it's an option, right? And it's quite, and also since I have it in P3D, right? So that's very cool. And let me just close this window so I don't forget it. We don't need to have it open. And I think everything should now basically just be, trial and error. We'll see how things go. We have the doors open, etc. Well, that was interesting. Seems like some of the characters bugged out from a different angle, but maybe it's like this one, right? And now they're back in. But yeah, not much else. I would suggest we just, we get going. I'll use the nav lights. I'll put all of these on so I don't forget. Same with the left for when I start the APU. And yeah, the only thing that sucks, I can't connect my hardware to this one, so I won't see the actual info on the, or I won't be able to use my hardware FMC. Let's also start our flight. We are going up to a cruise level of 36,000. Not a long flight since it's only to Amsterdam. Maybe we can put this a bit longer since we are a bit new. We should have a lot of passengers, but I'm gonna cut down a bit. We should be 320, which is even more than what we should supposed to be able to have. So I'll do 100. I'll do all of those. We'll do the boarding music, the usual one that we have. Let me see if I can find it. Don't I have the Walker one? Have I by mistake moved it? Let me have a look. Let me have a look. Safety, boarding music, could be. Now I'm supposed to have it. No item matches your search. How come that's the case? Let me see here if we have. Super strange actually. How can't it find? It finds these ones, right? But not the. Let me see if I add another one. Is there a reason? Like, do they have a different? Oh, it's in MP3. But that hasn't stopped it from working before. Or it has, I would assume. That's very odd. Did I move it by mistake? Or worst case, did I delete it by mistake? Let me check if I can get it fixed relatively quickly. Should just be converting it to a non MP3 format, basically WAV or WAV. And now we're downloading it. Let's see if we can get this to work. Super strange. Very, yeah, that's odd. I must have deleted it by mistake, you know. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Not sure why it decided to crash. There we go. Walker. We'll do the safety one, and this one should be there, unless I've totally missed something. And there it was. Okay, so now we have the boarding with pack X going on. We can do the position in it here. We'll just use the GPS one. Nothing fancy. Route. Guess we can't load it automatically, so we'll have to just put it in. Shouldn't be too many weird things. We're taking off from a runway. Why can't I see it now? Let's see, 08 left. Oh, listen to that. Can we hear it?
We ask that you please fasten your seatbelts at this time.
That's pretty cool.
Baggage underneath your seat.
Yeah, with the subtitles, right? That's really neat.
We also ask that your seats and
Okay, let's make sure.
in upright position for takeoff.
Now I haven't loaded any updated
Devices, including
sim data, right? So, but it seems to be working. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Thank you for choosing FlightFactor. We could do without that though. I understand why they add that, but I would prefer if they just keep it silent for the immersion. Masek. Big 281. Norku. And now we should be able to do the arrival, which is gonna be 06. Cool, so a bit of a different one than what we've flown lately. I think that was 18 right and 18 center right, if I'm not mistaken. We are taking the Nork to A1. And let's have a look at the transitions by setting it up in Pilot to ADC. And we'll change also here. So we'll do Boeing, we'll do call sign, we'll do heavy. We'll just change from Fly UK, which was the latest flight I flew with Aurora. We'll change to Walker Air, which I've added. So now we have Walker, we'll import, and here you can see the user ID. So that's why I thought that was my username, but apparently it wasn't. Okay, and we have now the SID, Jiv, and Nork. So that's perfect. And now we want to do the approach. So not runway 8, runway 6, right? We want to do the ILS approach. And we're coming in from RTIP. So the question is, which one do we want to do? Let's do that one, that seems faster. We'll load that approach. So RTIP. We'll close, and we'll activate the approach just to make sure we get it right. We'll see if we have the right cruising altitude, which we do seem to have. We have the right approach. We can validate. We can file, and I'll also connect to the sim. So let's just wait before we start moving too many things around. Hopefully that will work. The only thing I'm wondering is the pushback. Will that be able to do the normal one, or do we have to use the FlightFactor one? I'm gonna go for the normal pushback that I use. Now we should have the sounds working as well, since I have the radio volume on. And I think I muted that right once because of issues with hearing like the default radio, which is fine, I guess, but I guess by solving one problem I created another. Okay, we're still waiting for it to load. Normal AI traffic will be used.
1,600 few clouds,
Very
3,900 broken,
good.
4,800 overcast, temperature 4, dew point 3, current altimeter is 2973, arriving and departing runway
me
08
see.
left, 08 right.
Are we using COM2 now? Oh, that's fine, I guess. Yes, an RTIP was the one we wanted to add. This should give us a non-vector approach, which it seems to have done. Happy days. Let's move the... I don't seem to have any nice viewpoints. So let's see if we can add any... Oh, interesting, we can't go closer than this. So that's a bit of a bummer. What if I want a nice outside viewpoint? We'll add this as our... We'll add this as our first one. Okay. We can add this as our third one. And we should add some more, but let's go with these two for now, for the time being. Let's have a look on the outside. Yeah, how does it look if we do get the boarding? So if we do not external services, but airplane, and we wanna do loading services, so we have unload, catering, stairs, aircon. Look at this, this is cool, right? Gear service, maintenance, fuel, hydraulics.
We require some equipment.
Which, sir? Certainly.
So now we should get the belt loader. We can probably also do it through ground handling, but I'm not gonna do that now. We can put on the flight directors. Let's go back to the 80s, listen a bit what they have to say
Winds are
in terms of...
037 at 7 knots. Visibility 6 miles in light.
Or actually, we need to
1,600
change to Europe. Now we can go back to 80s. Hopefully it should work.
broken. 4,800 overcast. Temperature 4, dew point 3. Current QNH is 1007. Arriving and departing runway 08 left, 08 right.
1007.
Munich Airport automated weather observation 1120 local winds are 037 at 7 knots. Visibility 6 miles in light. 1,600 few clouds. 3,900 broken. 4,800 overcast. Temperature 4, dew point 3. Current QNH is 1007. Arriving and departing runway 08 left, 08 right. Munich Airport automated weather observation 1120 local winds are 037 at 7 knots. Visibility 6 miles in light. 1,600 few clouds. 3,900 broken. 4,800 overcast. Temperature 4, dew point 3. Current QNH is 1007. Arriving and departing runway 08
Okay, let me
left,
see what's the
08
wind.
right.
That's the only thing I want to know.
Munich Airport automated weather observation 1120 local winds are 037 at 7 knots. Visibility 6 miles in light. 1,600 few clouds.
Okay,
3,900.
we can move away from the radio. Have a look outside. Look at that. We have the boarding equipment. That looks very nice. You can see one of the Airbuses in the back starting to be pushed back. It's quite heavy on the frames, this aircraft, which I guess isn't surprising considering everything that it's simulating. I don't know why these jetways have started having issues after the newest and latest updates for X-Plane. Very annoying. Let's get the right airport. What are these? Do we need to fill these in? I don't think I've seen those before. We have takeoff cross rate. Do we have the CG somewhere? I'm gonna guess we will have it here in weights. Looks to say that it's quite low. We should be fine. Let me see, simplified loading. Does it give us the 28.5? Flap config 5. Anti-ice off. Okay, that should be enough. Okay, so we're getting the settings, trim 4, flaps 5, etc. Very nice. Let's add here the other important information. 36,000. And a cost index of... let me see where I find the cost index there. 50. We have the fuel already. We don't have the zero fuel weight. We don't have the reserves. Thrust limiters. Let's see, do we get select? 54. Let's see, do we have to put it... Okay, there we go. Takeoff, flaps 5. Trim 4.25. I mean, that's quite fine, I would say. 123, 131. Guess we would want to put in the... Let me check if we get the right one. 37.7. Let's see if it's even aligned with what we have. 05 at 6. Yeah, it's kind of aligned with what X-Plane is showcasing. Oh, that's cool. Having that. Can you print stuff with this? Or... Yeah, look at that. Wow, that's That is actually super cool. Yeah, so many things with this aircraft. Just very nice. I know it's still in beta, so not even ready. Takeoff weight 420.8. Let's see, 123, 131. Let's use the performance ones. 131. Just because I feel more comfortable using them.
Testing 100%. Flight instruments.
They are fine.
Set. Park brake. Set. Set. Checklist complete.
Normal.
Start checklist, please. Flight deck door. Locked.
Is it locked?
MCP.
MCP. Let's actually get our IFR clearance. Walker 4003. Ready to copy. IFR clearance. Forgot to say heavy. Goddamn. Let's see. Ah, we didn't.
Walker 4003, heavy contact Munich apron ground on 121.77 for engine start. Good day.
Ground on 121.77
Goddamn.
Walker 4003 heavy.
Let's go back to the ground clearance. Walker 4003 heavy. Ready to copy. IFR clearance. There we go.
Walker 4003 heavy is cleared to Echo Hotel Alpha Mike
Okay, we
climb
can put
via
in
the
the
Gib 6 Quebec departure with the
altitude.
Gibney transition, then is filed. Expect departure runway 08 left. Climb to flight level 080 via
Let's
the
see,
departure. Expect
ATC.
higher clearance.
I'm gonna put it on so I don't forget, since I do seem to do that, and I did that during my last flight.
Squawk 6633.
Walker 4003
6003.
heavy is cleared to Echo Hotel Alpha Mike climb via the Gib 6 Quebec departure with the Gib My transition, then is filed. Climb to flight level 080 via the departure. Expect higher clearance is 2 minutes
Just a
after
beautiful
departure.
aircraft,
Munich
this
radar
one.
director on 118.82.
I can totally
Squawk
recommend it,
6633.
just based on what I've experienced thus far.
Walker 4003 heavy readback correct QNH is 1007 contact Munich apron ground on 121.77 when ready for pushback. Good day.
QNH is 1007 ground on 121.77 Walker 4003 heavy.
Completed. Trim. Set. Taxi and takeoff briefing. Completed.
Well, technically not completed. We are taking off from runway 8 left, but I'm guessing it's gonna be quite a quick one, so we can put that as completed.
Beacon on.
Let's put the beacon on.
Checklist complete.
You'll have to update your target.
And let's start
and
the
next time you have to call before you start your de-icing.
Taxi checklist. Anti-ice. Set.
now let's wait. I wanna go
Change
to
your target off block time, please. Otherwise,
We are
you'll
ready to go when you are.
flight suspension.
stat page. There we go. So a bit of bug,
Gentlemen, and welcome aboard flight
but worked after a while.
36 with service to Amsterdam. Our flight time will be roughly 2 hours. Now that the cabin door is closed, please make sure that all devices
Look at
are in
this.
airplane mode
We
and
even
the
have some of the
right
info
controls
here, it
are
looks like.
Please fasten your seatbelt and make sure that all
Last
safety
minute
rules and
changes.
seat backs are in a full upright and locked position for departure. Cabin crew secure doors for departure.
No way. Let me check that we have. Yeah, we should have everything set up. I'm just gonna quickly check this one. Yeah, okay, so it's looking. Total weight at 384.
Swiss 105 Zulu.
Is that in line with?
Flight time is updated, so start up apron 11755 monitoring. Okay.
We should be much heavier, shouldn't we? Above data doesn't represent the current dry load.
Sir, note the load sheet.
Delivery, hello, Mermaid 6294.
Mermaid 6294, deliver hello.
6294, stand 75, info November, QNH 1027 for ATC clearance, please.
Limit 6294, runway 28. So destination Baby 3 Whiskey departure, climb 5000 feet, squawk 3003.
Is it giving us the in-flight one? Maybe it is. Huh. Maybe it's me being very...
Limit 6294, report and ready.
me being a bit cautious.
I am here.
Let's get those moved.
Disconnect the forwards belt logo.
Gladly.
But look at this, simplified zero fuel. Can we get it now? Still not sure why it wants to...
Good morning, this is Europa 176.
Europa 1676, tell you hello.
Europa 1676, heavy traffic on Bravo 43.
Now we should be at the right...
Europa
it's probably because I asked for the external service, right? They probably didn't load up anything, etc. Probably some discrepancies, so probably just my fault. Let's get the APU.
That's correct.
And let's check that the bleeder. We can get these pumps all on. We don't need the center ones because we don't have anything in them. Let's disconnect the autopilot. Seatbelt signs. Let's have a look. We're in pre-flight. We can ask for seatbelt signs on. In terms of external services, let's go airplane, let's go doors. We can close doors.
Okay.
We need that door closed.
Will do.
Let's have a look here.
6294 for startup, please.
I guess we should have the door page. I think everything is closed now. We can toggle away the jetway. So this is very cool. And then let's check pushback. So we have the options. Here we have the ground handling integration. Let's... because I don't think we can change. So let's use the option that I always use, aka this one. It's nothing fancy, but it usually does the trick. Now we have the voices working, so that's great. We have a barrow disagreement, and that's due to me not setting all of them. Should probably sync them, just so I don't have to do that. Walker 4003 Heavy, ready for pushback.
Walker 4003 Heavy pushback approved.
Pushback approved, Walker 4003 Heavy.
Okay, we're basically ready. Probably some steps I missed. Oh, and I know exactly which ones I've missed now. We need to go to aircraft, ground services, and we need to go to the other page, and we need to get...
Yes, sir.
Please disconnect the light ground power.
All right.
So we need to get all of that away, because otherwise this pushback is gonna basically go right into it. It's a bit of a rookie mistake on my end, but could be worse.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
And that was the...
30 we are now ready. Tiger 630, pushback startup approved. Pushback startup approved, down Tiger
And let's see how we got in the... can we...
I am here.
Please disconnect the secondary ground power.
Okay, let's see. So we need to get that disconnected as well. Good. Happy days. Let's have a look now. It's looking good. I still need to learn this aircraft and all its intricacies, but it's gonna be amazing to see. I think this is like the highest level they have on FlightFactor. Let me see, FlightFactor Ultimate. I think they only have the A320, which I don't think is at this level. And then they have the 777, that's like the ultimate, so the highest standard. The A350, that's advanced, so the lowest standard. Let me see, what are we waiting for? They seem to be connecting now. Let's go to free mode. See how they do this. Anything we need to do? Or is it connected? Let me see. I think it's connected. So let's give it a chance. We'll do pushback and we'll get started with this. Let's check that we don't have parking brakes set. We have trim correctly set. We can do this to legs. We can go to checkout. We should go to engine, right? Because we want to start the engines. And then we can ask for pushback. Starting pushback. Let's make sure we get pushback started. Pushback is starting. Yeah. One day we'll be back. Okay, we can start the engines. Starting right engine first.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the screen for an important safety demonstration. Thank you for flying with us.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board this Walker Air Transport flight. We please ask your
Put the
attention
fuel
as we demonstrate the safety
control
features on
to
this
run.
aircraft. Please make sure your bags are either in the overhead compartment or under the seat in front of you. Make sure to switch your phone or any other electronic devices to airplane mode. It's important to fasten your seatbelt, even when the sign is off, in case we pass through unexpected turbulence.
Pretty loud.
During taxi, takeoff, and landing, please fasten your seatbelt and make sure your seat is in the upright position.
Oh, we got a call.
In case of a depressurization, oxygen masks will fall from above your seat. Please wear yours first before
Awkward.
helping children and others. In case of an emergency,
Oh,
there are
very
doors in
nice
the front,
sounds.
middle, and back of this aircraft. Locate the one nearest you, and it may be behind you. At this moment, please make sure your phone is switched to airplane mode. Your seatbelt is fastened, and your seat is on its upright position. For
Okay,
further
this is pretty
information,
cool. You can do the
please read
settings
safety
here, right?
information
We have the
card
takeoff
located in
one.
the seat pocket in front of you.
Let's remember to do that.
Thank you for flying
Okay,
with
we can
Walker
start
Air
the
Transport.
left engine.
We wish you to sit back, relax, and enjoy your flight.
I actually took some really nice pictures in X-Plane. I was doing some testing. Shared it with one of my buddies. I was just testing some crazy weather. I mean, look at this. This was like stormy weather. This is really above the cloud tops. Let me see if I can find. I had another one as well where you can really kind of see the. I mean, looks very nice. I put a really high level of non-visibility, so that's why it was a bit gray. Okay, fuel control. We probably want to insert that.
Operation complete.
Let's see if the engine will start. Or did I mess it up? Hopefully I didn't mess it up. There we go. Okay, parking brake, setting that.
Connecting to 121.05.
Okay, let's have a look on the outside. Look at that, those effects. These huge engines, right? Absolutely wonderful. You won't hear any complaints from me, that's for sure. Disconnect and hand signals. Please do. Let's try this per takeoff thing.
turn right to Alpha 2. Right, Alpha 2, 6294.
Let's see, PA call, how does that work?
Ladies and gentlemen,
Tower disconnected and 5 person has been removed.
Hi, the captain.
Time and have a safe
my
flight.
first officer and I hope you have a lovely and safe flight.
I wish they would have done proper voices instead of these robotic ones. But yeah, that's kind of my only gripe. Let's put the clock on. Is it called clock on these? Not chrono or something? Maybe it's clock, yeah. We can arm the auto throttles, LNAV, VNAV. Yeah, nothing else. You can go to flaps 5. Flaps 5 coming up. Trim is set. What about the TFC? That's on. Weather radar is on. Things are looking pretty good. A bit odd. Is it because it's an enters now? Why? Okay, let's just see how it goes. Let's have a look on the outside. Looks good. We'll release parking brake. God, now I forgot the call sign. Walker Air 4003 Heavy, ready to taxi. And I should just have done Walker. Walker 4003 Heavy, ready to taxi.
Walker
And now we got the
4003 Heavy
taxi
runway 08
clearance.
left. Taxi via Oscar 2, Delta 6, Delta 2,
Auto.
Delta 1, November 3, November, Alpha 2, Mike,
Let's see if the
Alpha
wiper
1,
works.
hold short runway 08 left.
They seem to work
Runway 08
very
left.
nicely.
Taxi via Oscar 2, Delta 6, Delta 2, Delta 1,
Let's
November
do
3,
flight
November,
controls.
Alpha 2, Mike, Alpha 1.
Elevators.
Hold short runway 08 left, Walker 4003
Ailerons.
Heavy.
Looking pretty good. Yeah, we're
Walker
not
4003 Heavy runway 08 left. Taxi via taxiways Delta 2, Delta 1, November 3, November, Alpha 2, Mike, Alpha
gonna
1,
brake.
hold short runway 08 left.
And actually one thing we should do before we get going too far is fix this head anticipation thing. 10 is what I prefer it to be.
Ready for departure.
And I also prefer a bit lower on all the kind of the touchdowns, right? I'll usually bring this down to 20.
Apron good to south, has 8103 on focus. 8103, hello, taxi second left and then hard left again, India 05.
That should be fine.
Left, India 05, has 8103.
Okay. Okay, let's see. Does the tiller work? It's working. They actually want us to go to the left here. Let's add a bit of thrust on both engines. I'm very interested in seeing how this flies. This is gonna be, as I already reiterated, my first time flying this plane. I mean, I've loaded it up and stuff, but I haven't really flown it. Just basically had a look at it, how it looks. But I never did any kind of system thing, so this was really the first time seeing how it all kind of worked together. So it looks like it's been raining here at some point, but probably quite a bit since we loaded in, right? Since it wasn't raining at that point, at least, to my knowledge. Okay, we can turn here. We actually have an aircraft landing, I think, so maybe we'll get to see that. Doesn't hurt. Some extra flavor for today. We have a bit of a taxi, nothing too crazy, but Not sure what, or maybe it was taking off actually. Would make sense. We don't need the APU gen. Actually, checklists.
Revolve. Check. Checked. Auto brake. RTO. RTO?
That's why we need this checklist. Is very useful because you really get to find all of these small things that you easily miss. Flight controls, we check those.
Ground equipment. Clear. Takeoff checklist, please. Checklist complete. After takeoff checklist, please. Landing gear. Up.
Let's wait with the landing gear. Or is it landing that plane? Maybe it's just the cloud. I really like to see the traffic, even though it looks a bit weird here. Probably help having some payware scenery. But it does look like something is coming in for landing, right? Or maybe I'm just getting old. Starting to see things. So TARA is on, or TA only now on the ground. We have the flight directors, auto trolls armed. Where do we have the... That must be the auto troll hidden button, I'm gonna assume. Can we get our takeoff before that one lands, or do we have to wait for this? It's a CRJ, we can make it. We can probably, but would be cool, of course, to have made it before it, just save ourselves some time, but we're not gonna make it, unfortunately. Let's see also if we're able to do this full flight. I wanna do some long haul flights with this plane, but of course I'm always afraid with X-plane with the crashing. I do have it more often than P3D. Okay, let's stop here. Can we get...
Walker 4003 heavy contact Munich Tower on 120.5.
There's the CRJ, the Lufthansa.
Tower on 120.5 Walker 4003 heavy.
Oh, that was a very ugly landing. Not the nicest I've seen. Let's do the lights. Strobe. Okay, we don't need to arm those. Auto, that's good. Yeah, should be fine. Walker 4003 heavy, ready for takeoff.
Walker 4003 heavy winds are 037 at 7 knots. Runway 08 left cleared for takeoff.
Okay, no changes.
Runway 08
That's good
left
to
cleared
see.
for takeoff Walker 4003 heavy.
It's very bright in the cockpit on this one, so maybe they've been able to fix that weird X-plane thing, or maybe it's because it's overcast. Okay, 08 left. Oh god, we have double extras on this one. Let's not complain though. Better to have more than too little. I think the door is, or the window is shut, we hope.
On runway 08 left.
Getting that double extras. Maybe I can disconnect the extra one and just have the airplane one, because that one does sound a bit better. Let me see. So extras, configuration. So we don't need that. Good, since we have the one already. Okay, we are ready. Let's go. Let's have a look on the outside at our beautiful aircraft. Yeah, this weird camera. Well, we're not really lined up properly. Let's maybe do that before we start to take off. Now we can stop. Let's have a look. It's looking pretty good. Toga, LNAV, VNAV, everything is set. Cross-checked, good, yes. Happy days. Airspeed alive. We're above 80 knots, 90 knots, 100 knots, 110, V1, rotate. Let's not push too much up. I don't want to slam the back of the plane into the tarmac or the runway. Okay, gear is coming up. Thought there was going to be some sound effects. Maybe I haven't set it up properly. Okay, let's continue like this. Gear is coming up beautifully. And now it loaded in the turn, so that's nice to see. We're still doing the VNAV.
Walker 4003 heavy climb and maintain flight level 160 contact Munich radar control on 123.9er.
Climb and maintain flight level 160 radar control on 123.9er Walker 4003 heavy.
Now let's see. Oh, it's going really quick. Come on.
Radar control Walker 4003 heavy climbing to flight level 160.
Walker 4003 heavy, good day.
Oh, bank angle.
Radar contact for nautical miles northeast of Munich Airport.
You need to be a bit careful. Now look at this, a bit shaky. I really hate that ugly cloud looking thing. We can probably go to standard. We need to turn back. We can shut these lights. Okay, still climbing, still looking pretty good, pretty decent. We're on, let me see, throttle ref, following the VNAV I presume. That's off. Yeah, still looking good.
Walker 4003 heavy contact Munich Center on 120.65.
Center on 120.65 Walker 4003 heavy.
Okay, let's see, we're coming up, seems to be some layers.
Center Walker 4003 heavy climbing to flight level.
They're supposed to even upgrade the clouds even more in the next X-Plane, X-Plane release. So I'm really looking forward to seeing that. Like, how much better can they make it? Okay, so far the VNAV has worked pretty decently. Me being a bit rookie with this plane, learning how to use it. Let me see if I trim. Okay, we're now above 10,000, so we should be getting higher speeds. Unless we have a restriction, right? Which we do seem to have. Let's have a look. It's gonna be a bit of time. Let's turn on the autopilot and see how this one acts. Okay, we're still climbing. I'm already gonna put it up to 36,000 because we are gonna get clearance all the way up there. Eventually, at least. We're above 10,000 also. We can shut the landing lights. Technically, right, we could also do the seatbelt signs. nothing specific I need to say to them. The flaps, are we
Walker
on
4003
zero
heavy climb
or
and
up?
maintain flight level 240.
We got
Climb
the
and
next.
maintain flight level 240 Walker 4003 heavy.
Still looking pretty good. Let's check pack X as well, that we get the same seatbelt sign off. So yeah, so far so good.
Now there are to move about the cabin. However, we ask that you keep your seatbelt fastened when needed in case of unexpected turbulence.
I love the wing flex. Looks really good apart from the X-plane kind of weird effects in the clouds. I would just remove that effect if it's possible, right? Not have it at all. It's a bit shaky. Should it be this shaky? Let's see. I'm gonna decrease a bit some of these effects. Because the problem is that the mouse stays the same but the plane is moving, right? Anything with turbulence shaking? Interesting, doesn't seem to affect. Huh, odd. Okay, we're still climbing, we're still not above the weather. And I know there was a bit of a shit weather around Munich, mainly more to southern. Or northern Italy actually, but south of Munich. We don't need to look at the airport anymore. We can actually have a look at the airport we're going to instead. And try to find the route or the approach we're taking. Which one did we have? 06, right? Okay, we're now above another layer. Looks pretty good, but I do find that the overcasts aren't as good as some of the other ones. I think the thunderstorms are the best clouds that Laminar can do as of now. 3-6, let me see, center. Sorry, page down. 27-6.
Walker 4003 heavy climb and maintain flight level 320.
Climb and maintain flight level 320 Walker 4003 heavy.
Did I maybe skip? Well, the VR approaches. So not the easiest to. Yeah, I must by mistake have already passed it. So a tad bit annoying. Let's do it baby steps. There we go. ILS to runway 06. 1055 059. Let's have a look at the radio. Yeah, looks good. Still climbing. VNAV seems to be working sufficiently well to do a flight. in terms of minimums. Oh, is it this one we should refer to? Okay, RA 100, decision height 88. So we can probably put that in. There we go. Oh, that's cool, right? It's showing where my throttles are in comparison to the autopilot ones. Very nice. Still climbing, still looking good. The only thing that would be nice to have is some other viewpoints, right? Hey, that we have to open that. I wish they had some... Like, why wouldn't it be possible to go forward? What happens if I press C? Oh no. Yeah, that was not the smartest. Let's do this one then. Ah, that was... No really good viewpoints. Could I do one that's a bit closer but still up high? Something like this maybe? Let's see how it looks. This should be nicer. Let's zoom in a bit. So I'll leave it at this and I'll be back a bit before the top of descent. But looking pretty good right now, right? Amazing plane. I'm really happy to be able to fly this one actually. But yeah, see you in a jiffy.
Walker 4003 heavy climb and maintain flight level 360.
Climb and maintain flight level 360 Walker 4003 heavy.
Walker 4003 heavy contact Frankfurt Center on 127.6.
Center on 127.6 Walker 4003 heavy. Center Walker 4003 heavy climbing to flight level 360.
Walker 4003 heavy, good day.
550 Hotel.
In a few moments, our lovely flight attendants will be starting our in-flight service. We'll be serving complimentary drinks and snacks. Food and drinks are available for a small charge. Please note we only accept credit cards.
015 heavy, August 7340. Hello, hello, 015, because radar continue to Marker. Second the waypoint? Direct Mike Alpha Kilo Alpha Lima Marker. Direct Marker, 015, thank you.
Walker 4003 Heavy, expect the Inor K2 Alpha arrival with the Norco transition for the ILS approach to runway 06 with the ARTIP transition at Schiphol Airport.
Expect the NORK2 Alpha arrival with the Norca transition for the ILS approach to runway 06 with the ARTIP transition Walker 4003 Heavy.
Turkish 4 Echo descent flight level 310, clear 3 Lex 1 Alpha arrival.
Walker 4003 Heavy, contact Langen Center on 118.75.
Center on 118.75 Walker 4003 Heavy.
Canada 57, direct to Kenny. Direct to Kenny for Canada 57.
Center Walker 4003 Heavy level at flight level 360.
Walker 4003 Heavy, good day.
Ukraine International 6311, contact 132150. Bye-bye. 132150, International 6211.
Walker 4003 Heavy descend to cross Norku at flight level 215, then descend via the NORK 2 Alpha arrival with the Norca transition to cross RDIP at or above flight level 080.
We'll cross Norco at flight level 215, then descend via the NORK 2 Alpha arrival with the Norca transition to cross R-type at or above flight level 080 Walker 4003 Heavy.
Hi guys, I am back. Let's see, we are reaching our top of descent with the flight factor, even though we have a later. Oh, let me see, good day. Oh, we got the descent clearance already. So that's perfect, because they want us down at Norco. Yeah, they do. So we can already put this down to 8,000 feet. I think it will go a bit faster if I do it like that. But yeah, let's have a look. It is looking pretty good. And here the clouds look really nice. There's some weirdness with them, right? When you're scrolling through different, they're loading in. So still not that perfect. But yeah, looking pretty damn good. I said like maybe one video back with X-Plane, I did pull back some of the CPU intense ones. And it's been a bit more stable now, X-Plane. But it's really CPU intensive. Much more so than P3D, I would say. So I hope they find a way to fix that, or at least improve it. Feels a bit dark here from the window. The front one at least, I would say. But I guess maybe it's the shadows. Do we have... Okay, we can put these. So that's pretty nice. Is this one supposed to be this strong? Maybe. Very interesting though. Let's remove those. Do you have anything here in the back? Doesn't look like it. Anything we need to be aware of? Transition altitude is at... Let me see where we'll find it. It's at 5,000. I'm pretty sure I remember that from previously. But it would be nice to confirm it. There we have it. 3,000, sorry, 3,000. In terms of our landing, let's just do this. This will usually be fine. We could of course do the calculation, but it's probably going to show something similar. In terms of the runway, this one is one of the shorter ones, or is it? No, maybe it is quite the same length. It's this one that's the short one, right? So that's good to be aware of. And now we have started descending. Let's just see how the VNAV acts. That's the only thing I'm really interested in. Maybe it's not going to be perfect yet, right? But as long as it works. Let's also check if we have... we could put the data so we can see the... I see, what was the checklist? Yeah, that was after takeoff. Notes check. We'll do auto brake 2, that should be fine. we've done enough of the breaching, and then we need to do the approach altimeter, which we should get once we get closer, so let's not stress on that. Let's check a bit, we're increasing a bit in speed. We are descending quite quickly though, with 3000 feet per minute. Should though make the clearance at Amsterdam, but let's see. We have about 17 minutes until we're in Amsterdam. We'll wait with the seatbelt signs. Maybe we can make a call to everyone, a PA. Oh, that's the one, right? Oh, interesting, so we can cancel. Okay, so that's good to know. And you can delay. What's the cruise one? Okay, so that's good to know. Just some different options to what to talk about. Let's go back to... I think map is pretty good. Let's use this one. Aren't we a bit high? 27826, then that's what we want to be at. But I guess we want to be at a certain speed, so that's why it stopped a bit at R. So we're a bit higher, we should be below 28,000. So we should be fine. Should all be good. When I fly in X-plane, it does get me wanting to put back the true... what's it called? The volumetric clouds in P3D, but they're just not as good. Sometimes they're really good, but sometimes they're just not quite there. It's just the layering, I think. You always have the one layer, it would just suddenly switch the weather. But yeah. That's my biggest gripes with it. Otherwise it works pretty well, you know, with mountains, etc. I don't like the zoom either in X-plane, because it's like this weird zoom that kind of interacts with your surroundings, right? It changes what you're seeing in a way that I'm not too big of a fan of. Even though I guess it has some frame rate benefits. Okay, we're getting some shaking. We should be good, hopefully, knock on wood. We're now past Norku. We are at Sonsa. Next one will be Robis. Let's have a look at our flight plan actually. The navlog. So at Sonsa we should be at 18.1, we're 19.2. So I think we can write here what we actually are getting, which is pretty cool, right? Keep our briefing updated. I think at least that's how it would work. So if we reach Sonsa now, and let's say it's 19. There's Sonsa. So okay, we reached Sonsa 19.1. I guess we would then write it there. And then we would just keep updating, right? So yeah, that's pretty cool. At least I think so. Let's go back to our document, keep that open. We should have some nice photoreal closer to Amsterdam. So that will be nice. I could, I guess, use auto, ortho, or not auto. Yeah, I guess auto ortho would be nice. But I'm not too big of a fan of using it, having it download stuff all the time, etc. I do like to have it more kind of downloaded. Let's see if there's any nice sales for X-Plane. Quite a bit of sales, a lot of Aerosoft ones. But nothing that cheap on Sim Market. What about X-Plane Store? Oh, that's actually cool. They have the X-Craft Lineage has been released. Too expensive though. I mean, nice to add as a business jet. It would give me an Embraer. But I saw someone make a review of it. That's very critical. So that got me a bit, let's say, not. Maybe, yeah, well, maybe a bit defeatist. Didn't feel like it's worth getting it. I am though planning on getting the Tolis A330. So immediately if it's on sale, I'm gonna get it. Even if it's only like a €20 sale, it's gonna fly into my library. I think that's mainly the one I still want for X-Plane. Let me just have a look. I would want the A321, but I feel like it's too big of a price to buy the A320. And then the A321 Neo. That just feels like a really annoying way of having to go about it. But let me see. Well, I guess I want the FlightFactor B777 if that ever releases. The Tranda Cessna Grand Caravan is also on the list. Total is A330-900. And then the Hot Starter, Challenger, of course, and Torque Sim Citation Jet, and the Aerobasks. So those. But the problem with the business jets is I'm not too much of a flyer of business jets. I only fly them once, you know, certain times. For example, in P3D, I only basically fly the Flight Simware 50 Citation Mustang and the Learjet. There's not that many business jets for P3D though, in all fairness. I wanna get the Learjet 35A with the FMC upgrade, so that one might actually be also added. But then I'll basically have all the ones I do want to have for P3D. But let's add the Lineage. Might be something to get. X-Crafts, Embraer, Lineage. Never know. But definitely not for full price. They need to get that price down a bit. This paper looks a bit dead. We can move it from the different. Yeah. Guess that makes sense. Okay, let's see. And is this really RTIP we're gonna follow? I'm just gonna check the flight plan a bit, and I'm just gonna do the step and go a bit forward, just making sure we're flying it. Okay, so it'll be a turn back like that. Is that what we're seeing in Pilot to ADC? No. Pilot to ADC is giving us something totally different, which makes me a bit vary in terms of what have I chosen. So we chose ILS 06. We have Norco 2A. And it is the R-tip one. Oh no.
Good morning, Cox. Turkish 3 Sierra November, engage level 352. Turkish 3 Sierra November identified.
Let me get.
Walker 4003 Heavy, you are 40 nautical miles east of the airport. QNH is 1017 cleared for the ILS approach to runway 06 with the ARTIP transition at Schiphol Airport. Contact Schiphol approach on 126.67.
Let me see
QNH is
LNAV.
1017 cleared for the ILS approach to runway 06 with the ARTIP transition at Schiphol Airport approach on 126.67. Walker 4003 Heavy.
Oh wait, we want to do R-tip, right? That should be our direct.
Approach Walker 4003 Heavy descending to flight level 080.
Walker 4003 Heavy, good day.
We have begun our final descent to Amsterdam. Flight attendants will be passing through the cabin to select any track one final time. Please ensure twin table rest shows and seats are in a full upright position. Please also store any carry-on
Okay,
items
let's see.
either in the back pocket or under the seat cushion.
Seems to back them pretty nicely. I'm gonna put this down to 2000. Hopefully it will now stop turning. Yes, okay, good. Finally it's working. As it should. We are below 10,000. That means the landing. Let's check that the seatbelt signs are on. And they look to be on. Can we do anything? We have a call. Love that. That's hilarious. Okay, let's see now. We have VNAV selected. So everything should still be set up quite fine. I guess we won't see any actual flight attendant. Let's do the landing. Okay. What else? What else? What else? Did we get the altimeter? Still nothing with terms of the altimeter. But yeah, that's so weird. So SPL, that's correct. But we shouldn't be flying. We should basically be flying SPL AM 101. Let me see if I can get this one. 101. AM 102. 103 and Osron. It should be that one. And then after that it should be AM 10. So 110. Which is not in database. But I guess CH is in database, so and the 614 we don't need. So we could do something like this. And now we should get the right one in accordance with pilot 280C at least. So we don't get any odd discrepancies. Okay, now let's see if we're getting the photoreal now. Yeah, we can see here where it stops, the normal one, and where the photoreal starts. So even though the basic one is fine, not texture wise, but like ground wise, it's okay-ish. It's much nicer the ortho, right? You can really see the difference here. Just makes a huge difference. They really need to come up with something laminar in that regard. And here we can see the runways. So if I'm not mistaken, that's 06, the one we'll be landing at. And these ones that are going all the way across. There's one, there's the center, etc. There's the left, these are the 18. Or 36 if you're coming the other way. We're still descending, we're still looking good. Vina has handled pretty nicely. No complaints from my end. Fuel is looking good. We should be at 7,000 and 5,000. Then we'll be descending relatively quickly. Let's see how it looks now here. Yeah, it looks very nice. And I've even decreased a bit the building amount, but it still looks very good, right? So that's the great thing about the photoreal, right? It kind of covers even if you have less. It just looks better. So yeah, I really hope that that we get more photoreal, or maybe I should make some own, right? Just add it for different areas. We haven't gotten anything yet. In terms of altimeters, we have some ways to go. It's at 3,000. We should put that in. So approach, that's the altimeter we're waiting for. Let's try to do this manually. The weather looks pretty good at the airport, and hopefully no surprises on the horizon, which there doesn't look to be any. So that's good. Always good to see no bad weather. Specifically, we're aiming to do a manual landing or a visual. I guess we won't do a visual. We'll follow the glide slope, but then we'll take controls. Still think this is also photoreal, right? Yeah, this all still looks to be photoreal. The airport looks really good. I mean, the way it meshes with the surroundings is just surreal compared to P3D. So I'll give that as a big thumbs up. First officer's minimum reference selector. Okay, yeah, maybe that's good. Get that set correctly. Let's have a look. My flight is ongoing. Soon we'll be turning in towards final, I hope. Why are we not descending? Let's do flap 1. Now we should be descending a bit. So that's good. I'm gonna do the runway turn of lights, taxi lights, so we have that ready. Anything else? No, nothing that I can think of. We have the auto brake set. Can we arm the speed brake somehow? Now it should be armed, right? Speed brake armed. Passenger signs on. Let me see if I can shut off the... Let's go to 0. We can cancel, recall. We're slowing down. So we're gonna make the final turn to final. Looking very good up here. We're descending again. We'll soon put on the approach mode. Just gonna wait a bit longer. Still looking good. I'll activate approach mode, so we got the localizer. I'll go to flaps 5. And I'll already drop the landing gear. Let's see that that's working, and it is. Looking super nice actually. Maybe we can take a picture like this. This was pretty neat. For the landing. Haven't done one of those before.
003 AVQNH is 1017 at Schiphol Airport. Contact Schiphol Tower on 119.22.
I'm gonna add a bit of thrust.
Tower on 119.22 Walker 4003.
I'll go flaps 15.
Tower Walker 4003 heavy inbound for ILS approach runway 06.
Walker 4003 heavy, good day, continue ILS to runway 06, call when established on
Let's see,
final.
we're a bit high, but looking good.
Continue ILS runway 06 will call when established on final Walker 4003 heavy.
Did we get the... We did not get the altimeters. 1017. Yeah, we'll...
Runway 28, clear takeoff.
There we go, we'll disconnect the autopilot.
start times 1762, wind 250 degrees, 8 knots, runway 28.
Okay, let's see. Add a bit of thrust. We're a bit below now. We're going a bit slow, to be honest. So let's see now. We have all the speed set. We have the auto brake set. We have the speed brakes. We have the right. We have the right altimeter set. Walker 4003 heavy. Established on final.
Walker 4003 heavy winds are 018 at 7 knots.
Let's add a bit more thrust.
Cleared to land runway 06 Walker 4003 heavy.
Okay, and we're now totally manually flying this, so that's good. Yeah, going in a bit slow. Let's see how this will go. Let's try for 150, the butter standard of Walker Air, but that will be hard. Let's maybe focus more on getting this one down in one piece and not breaking anything while we're landing. But yeah, everything should be ready. Auto brakes, speed brakes. We have the right info. Otherwise, maybe approach-wise it's been fine. A bit low and a bit slow. Let's try to get back on the runway. Stop complaining, we're fine.
Ethiopian 504, wind 250 degrees, 7 knots, runway 28, cleared takeoff. Let's take off from Ethiopian 504.
Walker 4003
Okay, landing.
exit runway when able. Report clear of active.
Not the worst, not the best. We have reversers. I think we can cancel the reversers, similar to how we can cancel the auto brake. The flaps and the speed brake. We can start the APU. Guess we can put on the APU generator. And let's turn on this next one. Let's see. Slower, 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 slower.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Amsterdam. The local time is 2:28.
We don't have the recircling fans on.
2 degrees Celsius.
Ah,
You can now
small
use your
mistake.
mobile devices. Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a
Walker 4003 heavy, ready to taxi.
items may have been shifted during the flight.
Walker 4003 heavy contact Schiphol ground on 121.55 for taxi clearance.
We don't need the
Ground
flight
on
directors anymore.
121.55 for taxi. Walker 4003
We
heavy.
don't need all these flights. So we have landed. Hopefully get the seed landing as well. Walker 4003 heavy, ready to taxi. Did we get any? Walker 4003 heavy, ready to taxi.
Walker 4003 heavy taxi to stand Bravo 19 via Bravo, Alpha 4, Alpha.
Bravo.
Taxi to stand Bravo 19 via Bravo, Alpha 4, Alpha.
I think we
Walker
have the
4003
APU now
heavy.
set up. Can we
Walker
just
4003 heavy taxi to stand Bravo 19 via Alpha 4, Alpha.
Taxi to stand Bravo 19 via Alpha 4, Alpha, Walker 4003 heavy.
hard to know if you can park at these ones. This looks like a tiny stand, so I'm not gonna try. Maybe next to that TUI, that looks like a 787, right? So that's pretty big. Let's see if we got any info from A-Cars. 277, so a bit of a harder landing, nothing too crazy. 136 speed. So yeah, not my best landing, unfortunately. Not my worst either, but Yeah, could have been better, but pretty good for the first time with this plane. It's definitely feels different than landing with the PMDG version. And let's try this one. I'm not sure if this is actually one that we can, but we'll try this.
Bye, Emirates 147, cross Yankee 2. Cross Yankee 2, Emirates 147.
Oh wait, it's probably a bit of an angle, so can't really go on not having any. Let me see if we can. We are a bit off. Let's look at it this way. Almost. That will do. Okay. Shutting engine. The right engine. Shutting the left engine. And we should be ready. Might be nice to call the ground, right?
1074, good news for you, taxi 2 Whiskey 5.
Let's try, see how it works. Let's check also how long we've been recording. 2 hours.
Ground is ready.
Ground is ready.
Ground, we need some equipment connected.
Which one?
Left ground power.
On it. Any other requests?
Just making sure the routing will be Yankee.
And hey, it looks like we got it connected. That's anything else?
Yes.
Can I help you with anything else?
Another ground power unit. Would be swell. No bid flights, so we can close that. Let's have a look at Pack X. We have deboarding 272. Let's see.
Not at this time.
Nothing else. Have we gotten the ground power yet? Nothing yet. The people are also loading in. Should probably have shut our lights, right, so we don't blind the people. And there we go, getting that ground power. Now let's have a look at the replay before we close this down. Hopefully it will work. Looking pretty good as of now. Maybe we can jump back a bit more. Okay, so let's see, we're coming into final soon. This should be our turn to final. So yeah, pretty fine approach up until this point, and then I just slowed down too much, to be honest. Let's have a look at the landing. I don't have any nice views from the wings. That would be cool, right? I mean, look at these effects. God, I really like the replay. When the replay mode works in X-Plane 12, it's amazing. It's really good. It works with most planes. I don't know why the CRJ one has issues with it. And let's see here. We're gonna slow it down just for landing. Look how the plane kind of behaves. It really kind of looks like a plane. Maybe. It wasn't that much wind, right? It was like 7 knots. So yeah, not too bad. From 2-0, so we didn't even have any sort of crosswind. Glide slope, we're a bit below, but not much, right? Just a tad bit. Let's try to find a good view. This could be good. Let's see. I would say I didn't flare enough. That was mainly the main problem. You can see it kind of here at the end. I flare like slightly there, and there's a bit as well, and then I kind of. So I probably should have flared a bit more. Let's see, can we see the thrust reversers? Or maybe there is an animation for those. But yeah, overall a nice, fun flight. We apparently broke our engines during that replay, but c'est la vie. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this, and if you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below. And yeah, let's see what I'll find next time. And until then, bye bye.